We're here interviewing Sergeant Mejia, and this interview will be over OAF for the deployment to Ceiba. The interview itself is being conducted on Monday, November 5th, 2007, and we're at 17th Street in Ramadi, Iraq. Sir, would you please give us your full name, middle initial, and spell your last name? I know we've done this before, but we probably need to do it for every tape.
Yeah, Sergeant Mejia, with the 1st Marine Division, 2 Battalions, 9th Marines.
Okay. Could you spell your name for us, please?
Joseluis.
And your middle initial?
Rodriguez, R.
Okay, alright, thank you. Okay, this interview is covering the time period of, what's the dates for the this deployment?
I want to say March, beginning of March 3rd, I want to say, until September 4th or 3rd.
Okay. Okay, the intent for this interview is to cover the Battle of Ceiba, particularly April 17th. Sir, would you just kind of start us off with what your earliest memories of that day are?
It roughly started about 6:37ish.
This is in the morning, sir, right?
Morning.
Okay.
We started getting mortar in the morning. Everybody got up, got their gear on, and we had one of the cat sections already out patrolling the area. Started getting mortared. I counted up to 30 something and went up to roughly 50 or higher, and I lost count after that. So from there,
So for all intents and purposes, you were under attack.
under attack is indirect fire with mortars. Excuse me. Well, platoon commander go gives a heads up to
But who's the platoon commander, sir?
Lieutenant Watson,
Lieutenant Watson. And this was 3rd platoon.
3rd platoon.
Okay.
He went to the COC and came back running, saying, "Gear up, or get on the 7 tons. We're gonna go secure a landing zone for Cat Blue." Well, his landing zone was landing zone Nightingale, because it was in the northern part of the city.
You said it was Nightingale?
Nightingale.
Okay.
Well, we got on the 7 tons, and we started to push out the gate. As we pushed out the gate, the indirect fire continues back off to the back of the firm base.
When you said you pushed out of the gate, were you on foot or were you mounted?
We had mounted the 7 tons.
Okay, you were
7 tons. We're all loaded in 7 tons and pushed out to the landing zone Nightingale, and from there we secured the site for Black Hawk Army medevac team to come up and pick up our casualties. Well, the casualties were from Cat Blue.
What casualties did they sustain? Do you recall?
I remember somebody got. I don't remember, but something about shot in the buttock. So they medevaced them, and I want to say there was another one, but I'm not sure. Well, Hilo came inbound. We had secured the site already, and then Hilo landed. They loaded up the casualties and took them off to Al-Qaim. From there, we let the Hilo take off, the Black Hawk.
Oh, what time was this? About the time the Hilo was leaving, or evacuating the wounded?
Probably about 7:30 in between there.
Okay, so it was actually a really quick turnover from the time you got the word to mount up, and by the time we got to the LZ or the Hilo left. Okay.
Well, from there, our platoon got tasked out to go secure, or not secure, but to go link up with broadsword, a recon team.
Oh, this broadsword, were they actually, was it battalion asset, or was it force recon, or do you recall?
I don't recall who was it. I don't know, battalion or recon.
Okay.
But
They were a reserve unit? You recall?
I understand it was a reserve unit. I'm not sure about that either, but they needed to get extracted. And the only way we could extract the broadsword is that we had to go in the 7 tons, load back up in the 7 tons, and start pushing east towards the city. At this time, we have a cat blue, I want to say, pinned down by the Bath Party headquarters, which is a little bit off where the middle of the city is. Well, we had already got tasked to go down to go extract broadsword. We got off to this side alley road by the canal, or river, whatever it was. I want to say it was a canal. As soon as we got there, I told my squad to dismount and start clearing out houses. So.
And this was outside Bath Party headquarters or close to it?
No, we're on the northern side of Market. Market being the main road that runs through the city.
Okay, so you're in all intents and purposes in downtown Husaybah at this point.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we dismounted and started clearing out houses. I cleared out the first house, or my squad cleared out the first house, and I see a barrel sticking out of one of their closets. So I called the man of the household man, basically the guy that owns the house.
Okay.
So I called him in there, and I'm like showing him, what is this? And at the time when we got inserted, we were hearing a sniper fire or rounds snapping over our heads. So once I got there, that's why I told my guys to get out the 7th and go into the house and start clearing them. Well, that's the first thing I thought. This guy's an insurgent. He was one of the guys that was shooting at us, so I kind of roughed him up a little bit. And then I pull out this weapon, and it's a pellet gun. So after that, like, my guys their adrenaline was pumping. So I told my guys, like, well, we're gonna keep on pushing west, going back towards the fob or the firm base. I told Platoon Commander Lieutenant Watson, hey sir, I'm pushing westbound. I'm gonna have to link up with Broadsword. So he's like, okay, are you close to Broadsword? I'm like, yes, I'm like 2 houses away from Broadsword, so I'm gonna go extract them, and I'm gonna keep on pushing west. At that time, my platoon commander's like, okay, the farthest west you're gonna go is the IP police station, or the police station, I mean. Excuse me. Well, we clear out the next house, and I take a 3-man team to the next house where Broadsword was. Well,
Do you recall who was actually with you in that 3-man team?
The 3-man team was myself, Lance Corporal Brown Jamie, and Lance Corporal Dosick Chris.
Dosick?
Dosick.
And his first name was Chris.
Chris,
Okay, and they're both Lance Corporals?
Yeah.
And you were squad leader at that time?
I was a squad leader. I was a corporal at the time.
Okay. What squad were you responsible for? Third squad. Okay.
And then, well, I linked up with the recon team. The recon team came from a different house, not from the house that I was going to. That came from across the street, meaning north where we were at. And I seen them, so I flagged them down and like link up with me. And we started clearing out houses, bumping and bounding, meaning one squad, at the time I had my rest of my squad with my other team leader. And I had the recon guys with me, Broadsword.